Baby, Melody had time today and I am here for it. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to This With The News. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and watching my videos. If you are new here, please like, comment, and share this video. Drop a comment. Let me know how y'all feeling. Let's kiki in the chat. Get into it. All the good things. All the good things. Let's get into the video. So today we will be recapping season 9, episode 12 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And it got a little spicy on the show, not gonna lie. It got a little spicy, The episode starts off with the Fletchers doing a walkthrough of the venue for their vow renewal with their children. And I must admit, the vow renewal event space is really nice. It is. It really, really is nice. I like it. It gives wedding very much. So good job with that one. So they sit down and talk about all their roles. Nell, like, you know, you got this, you got the flowers, you got the music, blah, blah, blah. Lance says, originally they gave Lance the music role, but he felt that his brother Little Chris was more suited to do the music. So he was like, I'll just coordinate all of us going to grandma's gravesite. And, you know, I feel like we need that. We all need that closure. You need to be able to talk to her, and yeah, that'll just, you know, that's what I'll be perfect for. In Nell's confessional, she says that she hasn't properly grieved her mom and she needs this healing. So I think it's a good thing, you know. Next, Trisha took her kids to an indoor and trampoline place. It showed them like playing around, having fun, and then they sit down to cool off. She asked her kids, like, are y'all cool with the family dynamic right now? And her daughter, like, she just did like her son, like, well, it seemed like it's a secret beef animosity going on right now. And Trisha tries to deny it, but girl, for what? Girl, everybody can see that shit. Like, it ain't even a secret at this point. The shit is on the public full display. Like, we see it, everybody see it, Stevie Wonder see it. It's there, like, and I don't even know what it's for, honestly. And at this point, Trisha and Kim about to be beefing. So, like, what's really going on?
Are you happy with the family dynamic? Are you happy with the family dynamic?
This, like, secret, small type of, like, I feel like beef y'all have for some reason. Like, it's weird.
That's what I...
Basically, her saying, like, I think it's weird. Like, you know, I think the whole beefing thing, it's just weird. You feel me? Agree. I agree, little brother. Like, I agree. So her daughter, like, you know, sometimes you just gotta take a step back and breathe. Okay, sis is wise. Because I think she said something, and it's the episodes previously where it was like kind of that same vibe tone to it. Like, okay, she be sitting in hearing the adults talk. That's what it be giving. I'm sorry, that's what it be giving. So she goes on to tell them that she has filed for the divorce, and she asks them how they feel about that. Her son said he originally thought that they did it already, like, yeah. And then found out that it hadn't happened. And she was like, well, how did you find that out? And he was like, Dad, of course.
Well, I thought y'all had already did it, so, I mean, kind of at this point.
Oh, you did?
I thought at some point y'all already did. I mean, I had found out that y'all did it.
How you find out?
That obvious.
I mean, why was it a secret? You have a whole man living with you, sir. I mean, ma'am. Sir, ma'am, the fuck? Like, you have a whole man living with you. Like, you have a whole man in front of your kids. You don't think that's information they should be privy to? Why is it a hidden thing that y'all not divorced yet? From your grown-ass kids. That man is 18. Little boy, man, whatever. He's 18 years old. Her son then goes on to ask her if she plans to remarry. And she's like, not anytime soon. And then she said, well, not soon. Because her and Ken have things they need to work on, especially communication. Girl, communication, honesty, fuck, intimacy. No, I was playing. Y'all probably, I don't know about your intimacy, but y'all got some shit to work on. That's true, definitely. Now, Nell has invited Trisha over so they can, like, kiki. You know, they never really spent too much time together, especially one-on-one time. So she kind of just want to see where her head at, talk to her about the gossip, and figure out what's going on. So Nell didn't take no time at all warming her up. She jumped right into the question. She like, hey, everybody been saying that you and Martell, y'all know y'all did some things. Like, what's really tea?
You made the sushi.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, I didn't make that. Loftus, I can't tell that lie. Cause you know that everybody's saying that you had something going on with Martell.
So Nell was like, y'all was at his house, right? Y'all was watching a movie, like, you know, trying to break down what was going on. And she like, well, initially we was talking about working out, and then he started bringing up Melody and the kids and saying how much he missed them. She said he couldn't stop talking about Melody and the kids and how much he missed them. First off, girl, what the fuck? Once again, nothing. I have nothing to give Trisha at this point because the lies are starting to catch up with her. She gonna have to have a lot to give on this platform, this reunion. I can't wait to the reunion. So she told him like, yeah, you was wrong for the shit you did. And he was like, oh, I didn't call you over here for therapy. She was like, well, shit, I didn't start talking about the shit you did. First off, what a dynamic duo. What a dynamic duo. She ended up saying that he didn't try anything sexual or intimate or anything with her. And despite how everybody think about him, he didn't try to come on to her.
It was never no intimate, no sexual, none of that. Despite what everybody say about him, he didn't try to come on to me. He didn't try to come on to me and try to do anything to me.
I can't say I believe that, especially with all the gaps in the story, sister. Like, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. Something's missing. Once again, y'all was watching movies, and then first it's like, no, we were just talking about workouts, and then he started talking about how much he missed Melody and the kids. Blah, 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 blah. Girl, you lying. Why y'all won't just tell what happened and get it over with? In the end, she said she admits that she should have said something from the beginning and, you know, not just let the story grow wings. And girl, duh. Like, duh. Why would... Especially since you the one who pointed out the fact that Martell knew you. Martell didn't even say nothing. He probably was gonna let it rock. I mean, I don't see how the producers would have let it rock because I'm pretty sure they knew the connection somehow, some way. They know. But Martell would have let it rock. You pointed it out. So it's just like, why not bring it up? Girl confused. The girl is confused. Nell didn't ask her what took her so long to sign the divorce papers. Girl, question of the fucking season. Because I want to know too. It don't take 5 years to sign no divorce papers. Especially if you moved on to another relationship that you've been in for 2 years. I've never understood that. Like, no. But basically she says it took so long because initially when they first separated, whatever, they didn't see each other. He went his way, she went her way, and she allowed him to go find himself because that was the initial reason for the separation. I guess he wants to go find himself.
In the beginning, Marquez, he went his way, out my way. We never saw each other. He said he wanted to go find himself, and I said, you know what? I totally agree.
Girl, we all know as women, call for find himself is he want to go hump other women. That's all that's about. Nigga don't need to find himself. Nigga need therapy. That's what the hell he need. She said when they separated, she was in a dark place because she lost a lot of people during that time. And Marquez was out partying and having fun. Now, she did say this before, and I feel like that is the most scumbaggiest shit you can ever do to anybody, let alone your wife. She said she lost her mom, her dad, and I believe her sister. I think her mom and her dad was 7 months apart. Like, I could kind of understand her hostility towards this man. However, you have to heal because if you don't, you're going to continue to let this little man bother you, okay? Heal. She said her and Marquez had sat down to have a conversation and he said she was too close to her family. What? Excuse me? She then goes on to recount the story of how she lost her sister in her hands. Like she was trying to bring her sister back to life.
It came out of his mouth. He said, I was too close to my family. My sister passed in my hands. Zaria's sitting there watching me, trying to pump life into her. I'm trying to pump life into her. So it was hard.
I'm sorry. I can't really talk. I'm so sorry to hear that. Can't really talk too much on that topic. It's very triggering. So we're gonna move right on past that, but I am sorry to hear that. For the remainder of the conversation, Nell and Trisha kind of just swap stories about, you know, how they're very similar and how they dealt with pretty much the same things as far as losing people close to them, and they kind of shared a similar situations and bond over that. In my personal opinion, I feel like they both need to heal. They both need to heal, and they both need to learn how to deal with their grief, because I feel like a lot of Nell's tension towards Melody with the whole mentor shit has something to do with her not fully grieving her mom. The whole tension towards Trisha and Marquez and this Ken and all this shit, and Trisha in general and how she acts towards people and project onto people, has to deal with her losing people and not being able to open up and being vulnerable. And she speaks about that too when they was talking, how she don't really like to open up to people, and when she feel like she's being too open, she tends to shut down. And coincidentally, Ken talks about that in some scenes coming up, so we'll get to that. Ken is back at his friend's bar lounge. I don't even really know what that place is, but it looks like a hangout, some type of hangout. The hangout he was at a couple episodes ago, talking to him about the same shit. He about to talk to him right now. Yes, Ken, if you gotta keep talking to this man about your fiance, what y'all doing? What are y'all doing? At this point, you crying for help, my boy. Like, you are crying. Ken says he's at a point where he's starting to get frustrated with her in the situation. He says he can deal with a lot of stuff, but the Marquez stuff on top of the Martell stuff, also Trisha being defensive, it's starting to get to the boy. It's starting to get to him. It's starting to be too much.
I'm able to deal with a lot,
okay,
for the most part. Think like that situation, the whole Martell situation, like trying to communicate with Trisha, she gets so defensive about everything.
So his friend asks, do you think she's doing that because she's guilty? And he says it's definitely a guilty response. He says he don't approach her from an argument standpoint, but it always seems to go to or become a argument because Trisha kind of like shut down. She shut down, she don't want to talk, she just shut him out.
I mean, do you approach it like, hey, start it off with, this isn't an argument?
I have to. I have to, and then it ended up turning into an argument.
Yeah.
So in the grand scheme of things, it feels as though he feels like Trisha shuts down as if opening up and being vulnerable scares her. And judging from the combo that she had with Nell, it makes sense. The girl knows this about herself. And y'all know what they say, the first step is admitting. The first step is admitting. So maybe she just, girl, you better gonna skip on skedaddle to step 2. Fix it, please. Ken is like, I'm very understanding her past, but I don't want to stay in the past. Let's move. I want to move forward. I'm done with the past. I hear you. I actually hear you, okay? And now I'm starting to wonder, damn, maybe Ken ain't the problem, Trisha is too. But no, I lied, because Ken, you are the problem too. Because I feel like you're enabling her in some way, some form up until this point. Because next episode did show, it did seem like they had a conversation about how she continues to shut down. So I feel like up until this point, you have been enabling. So the Ken asks the question we all want to know. Is she divorced? Are they divorced? Ken like, hell no. And the friend like, well, at this point, if she wanted to be divorced, she would be divorced. And it don't, once again, it don't take 5 years to get no motherfucking divorce. Like, what are you... Girl. You can't tell me they only film this show on the weekends. So you telling me you can go sit your ass down at somebody's house, go to somebody's event, do all this extra ass shit, but you can't take your ass down to that courthouse and turn in them damn papers? Use a goddamn lie. Use a lie and the truth ain't in you. So Ken ends up agreeing with what the friend says and acts like, and the friend asks, like, do you think she wants to be with him? And yeah, did he comment back on that? I really don't remember. But I don't think he commented back on that for real. They didn't show it, at least. And he was just like, I think she's taking so long to get the divorce because she doesn't want to, like, let her family down. Girl, y'all not together. The fuck? Her being in a relationship while still being married ain't letting her family down? So Ken's friend is like, you know, I've been friends with you for a long time. I've seen you in a couple relationships. You are always like playing the punching bag. Like, you are always the punching bag in your relationship. And it's like, why do you deal with this? Like, you know? And Ken is like, I just came to the realization that a lot of people are shitty people and I would have to endure it anywhere.
Like, I feel like, this, to be honest, I feel like most people are naturally people anyway. Everybody's self-centered, selfish. They only care about what they have going on with themselves. I'm gonna endure it no matter where I go.
That's not good logic. It's also not true. As a grown-ass man, you sound very immature. Very immature. Like, what? Actually, what? You need to go heal too, my brother. Please go sit on that couch. Please, because what? In the end, Ken says, if it ever gets to the point where shit don't work out, he know how to leave. I believe it when I see it. Not saying that I want them to break up, not saying that I don't want them to be together, but I feel like, once again, they are two people enabling each other's behavior. More so Ken enabling Trisha's behavior, but it's just like, you supposed to be the man. Why are you allowing this woman to do this to you? Like, it's embarrassing. It's sad. Now, the Fletchers are at Nell's mom's gravesite. The daughter says that losing her grandma while at school was very hard for her. And so she never felt like she properly grieved either. They pretty much all go around in a circle and talk about like their last memories with her or things that they missed.
Can y'all believe it's been 5 years?
Hey, Betty.
Me being off at school while she passed was a little tough for me.
Lance said that he felt like he wasn't around as much during her last days, and he kind of like beats on himself because of that. Once again, this scene in particular was very triggering for me, especially when Nell started breaking down, because I lost somebody close to me a couple months back, so it was really hard to watch, and I actually had to fast forward, like watch it in 2 times speed, because it was a lot. It was a lot.
I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Oh, Lord, I miss you so much.
The tears, I could feel her pain through the screen, and I was just like, So yeah, it was a really sad moment. It was a lot. So I'm so sorry about her mom passing. I couldn't imagine, but I hope she gets the peace and grieve however she see fit in the healthiest way possible for her. The bachelorette party day finally arrived. So what's the girl name? I'm just playing. Destiny is there setting up. Tisha is the first one to show up. They have 2 models. I thought they said they was gonna have strippers. I don't know if they're gonna bring strippers in, but this ain't giving strippers. They have a man and a woman. The woman is dressed in a bathing suit. The man is in shorts, no shirt, because they said they will be body painting, but it ain't giving stripper vibes. Actually, did I say Tisha? Trisha was the first one out the group to show up. She definitely was. So Destiny goes to offer Trisha a drink, and Trisha's like, oh no, I'm not drinking tonight, because you know I heard I'll be cutting up off that liquor. And Destiny's like, oh, that's what they be telling you? She's like, do you be remembering? And she's like, yeah, girl, that's your best bet. That's your best bet. Trisha like, girl, I know you're not talking. And basically goes on to say that she felt like Destiny went off on Nell off of her little 1 glass of wine or whatever. And Destiny like, nah, I disagree. It was just a normal conversation. And I think it was. I don't think she went off on her. Like, I don't think that was a go off. Absolutely not. All the ladies start to trickle in. Melody is the last one to show up. At this point, everybody is seated. Melody comes in. She's cordial, you know, she says hi to everybody. She's giving off a cool vibe. She's not, you know, she's giving off a cool vibe. It don't look like she mad, no, you know, nothing. But Destiny did ask her if she wanted a drink, and she said no, because she just ate. And then I think Tisha asked again, like, you sure you don't want nothing to drink? And she like, no, I'm good. Plus I'm not staying that long because I have somewhere to go with the kids tonight. Cool, get it. So Kimmy like, I feel like when we throw events, we all get to this point where it kind of standoffish, you know, it gets a little weird. And then she goes on to ask Trisha if her and Melody talked. So that jump starts Melody like, hold on, let me ask my question. So Mel like, so hey Trisha, do you got a problem with me?
Always get to a point where everybody's kind of like standoffish.
Hey, real quick, if y'all don't mind, Kimmy and Trish, since we right here. Hey Trish, do you have an issue with me?
And Trisha like, no, if I did, then I would have told you. And no, the fuck you wouldn't have. Because you in fact have been going around like you got a problem. From a viewer standpoint, baby, it looked like you have a problem. So the fact that you telling this girl no, I'm shocked. And it looked like Kimmy was shocked too.
I'm surprised she said no.
Okay, right.
Now keep in mind, Melody did not look convinced. She was like, okay. Yeah, she didn't look convinced at all. And girl, I'm with you. Because you're a motherfucking lie. You are a lie. So Kimmy is like, well, hearing you say no is a little surprising to me. And Mel like, yeah, we met up and she asked me that same question. And I'm like, well, I don't know her to not like her. And Trisha agrees, but then goes on to say, but. And Melody like, yeah, let's get to the but. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna get there.
I said, I don't know you to have an issue with you, but.
Yeah, let's get to the but.
Yes, trust me, I'm gonna get to it. I said,
girl, why the hostility? Why are you so hostile already? I'm talking about 2 seconds into the conversation. Why are you hostile? Melody's tone of her voice, the way she's asking the questions she's asking are not showing like rah-rah. Like, you feel me? It's like regular cool conversation questions. So I'm like, why is this girl up here already? What's tea? To me, it was just already giving like snarky, spicy. Once again, giving she got a point to prove, or she need to show some type of, like, that shit is on BD. Like, that shit is whack. It is. I'm sorry. Like, once again, I feel like Trisha always try to act like this big bad bitch. Like, girl, you're not. I'm sorry, you're not. Ain't nobody scared of you. I don't know what points you have to prove with Melody, because it seemed like you've been trying to pick with this girl the whole fucking season for no reason, when you really should be the one. She should be picking with you, if anything, and it'd be justified. Nobody would give a fuck, because we all know, because you was working Martell out. Yeah, like what? So Trisha goes on to say that she felt as though Melody was being messy and instigating at the celebration party when she said the whole Trisha and Marquez were still in love with each other. Melody like, it was a fucking joke. She didn't say fucking. I put the emphasis because, girl, that's how I would have said it. It was a fucking joke. The fuck? But Melody like, no, it was a joke. And she was like, well, I didn't take it as a joke. She like, well, everybody had comments at the table. It was an open conversation and everybody had a comment about it. So is everybody else messy? And Trisha like, no. Yeah, because you feel a way towards Melody. You don't feel a way to nobody else, which is weird. Where's the funk coming from? So Kimmy like, even though you took it as messy and you took it that way, I don't think Mel was coming from that place, and I don't even think Melody knew like that you felt that way. And Trisha was like, well, yeah, I never got to speak to her about how I felt. So Tisha like, are you guys at a place now where you're like at an understanding with how y'all feel? And Trisha was like, yeah, I guess. And Melody was like, hell no.
You understand her now, Mel? No.
hey, that's her. It ain't got to do with me.
Period. So now at this point, they get into like a argument. The conversation went absolutely nowhere. They just arguing back and forth, saying stuff, saying this. Melody called her a bitch. She tried to call her a bitch back. She like, well, I guess it's two bitches talking, like, whatever.
I don't give two about
I don't think anybody gives two about two.
It don't matter. We're just wasting energy and wasting breath.
I'm not wasting.
I'm a bitch. I'm a good one though. It's two bitches arguing this.
Not wasting breath.
That's what Trisha said. But whatever. And it just like boom, boom, boom like this. It went absolutely nowhere. Destiny tried to tell everybody to calm down. Girl, shut the fuck up. Yeah, Destiny tried to tell everybody to calm down and like, it's Nell's day. And Melly like, girl, Nell ain't even here yet. And she like, well, I don't want the vibe to be off when she get here. And she like, and it won't. Period. Like, shut up, girl. You know one thing about karma though? Y'all know one thing about that karma, baby. Karma is a motherfucking bitch. Cause right after Destiny say her little words, she gotta say, Miss Sunny walks in. Now that's it's time for you to keep calm. And she did a bad job at it. It looked like Sunny got under her skin next episode. And that's crazy because you was the one talking about keeping the peace. How the tables turn. Because guess what? They always do. They always do. Be good people. Good to come back to you. That's what I got from this episode. Because I feel like a lot of people on that show, y'all need to get in touch with the inner side. Because them souls is dirty. They ugly. They nasty. Get it together. That was the end of the episode though. If you made it to the end of this video, please drop a purple heart below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, Kiki in the chat, let's do it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.